right, guys, we are finally back. I'm here with my brother, my friend, David Sposato, bass player extraordinaire, producer extraordinaire.
What else?
All things extraordinaire. Design extraordinaire, because you guys are about to see. And yeah, so we've been working here, doing some music with Chris and some friends of ours, and our buddy Otto, love you, bro. And we've been working out of David's studio, and I was like, dude, we need to do a tour of this place because it's amazing, and I love David, and I love what he's doing here.
People always ask when I meet them for the first time why I'm talking the way I do, and I forget to explain it, especially to people I've never met before.
True.
So for over 24 years now, I've had something called vocal paralysis, which basically my vocal cords don't touch. But I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's not contagious. So just a disclaimer as we're like talking through what we're doing today.
So where should we start?
You tell me. Okay, very easy. This is the most special part of the studio now. This is simply where we are housing our cabling. So you've got every cable in here for XLRs are 25 foot. It's just simpler. They're all the same length. And then 1/4 inch is the same.
Nice and clean. That's it. There you go. Some cables. Piano, little piano vibes.
Piano. This is a gift from a buddy of mine down the road. I played it at his studio once, and I loved it. I gotta put the felt back on. But he texted me.
That's what this is, huh?
He texted me a few years back and asked me if I wanted it, and I went and picked it up. And it's out of 10. And so we're working on finding somebody to come.
Have you ever heard it recorded though?
I've not. So I'd be interested
I used to have an upright.
to get into that.
That's another story, because I used to have it.
I've heard it's not easy.
Yeah, but it was so nice to record it. Like, it was a beautiful piano, but I don't have it anymore.
So the upright piano that has not been recorded yet. Okay. This is like the main. So this is where usually we're gonna be tracking drums and vocals. So I had a friend from kind of across the way at a studio in Denton called Panhandle Studios. His name's Eric Herbst, and he kind of helped me design where I would put kind of soundproofing for all the audio recording as of like open microphones, drums, guitars, vocals. So we're kind of covering this back wall with these panels. And then if you look up here, you got this cloud that's 8 foot by 8 foot. So usually drums will go underneath this.
Do you normally like move these around, like if you need it, or this stays?
This, for the most part, stays here, but I have more in another room.
That's right,
So
the
I've
other
got-
room.
I've got like 4 or 5 more of these, so I can cover the glass. I can put them off to the side. I can block the hallway off.
Yeah.
It's just easier, portable,
Yeah.
on wheels, instead of nailing everything to the wall.
You got the Chandler. You just got it.
Just got this. We'll get into some of my gear
Yeah.
over there in a minute, but a buddy of mine has been talking about this mic forever. It's, I would say, a more affordable version than like the Telefunkins, but it sounds amazing on just guys and girls. So I think it's a good blend for somebody who works with a lot of different artists.
Yeah.
But Dupree sounds incredible. There's no pop filter because usually people record from pretty far away on this guy.
By the way, I have the Chandler TG2. I'm by no means a Chandler expert, but did we discover that it's called the red because of the red light?
There's a red light inside. And it's not demonic. It's okay. It's a good thing.
It's like a red light when you turn it on, and that's it.
Yeah, red for recording, I guess.
That's it. That's the red version. Is there like a non-red version?
It's got the blue. I'm kidding.
Oh.
No, there's no blue.
I thought there was. But is there? It's just called red, all of them.
The Chandler Limited Red. Yeah, that's the specific mic.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So what we working with? So wait, all right. Before we get into all the gear over here, this is where you track drums. Obviously, there's no drum setup right now. This is where you track vocals. Buddy of yours helped you design this for one for the wall, for the glass,
reflections,
audio. What are the tones like that you've got in here?
Okay, so I'm not a drummer. So my buddy of mine that I have a lot of respect for, who I've been playing with for years, records out of his house. Anytime I need drum tracks, I just be like, hey, can you record this for me at your studio? The first time recording in this room, he was like, I can't believe how incredible my drums sound in this room. And I was like, that's all I wanted. So I guess pretty good. They sound pretty good in this room.
I haven't heard it yet, but you got to show me later on. But because we've done mostly like, in the box production so far. But I mean, I have seen, Instagram, all that stuff, you posting, recording drums here. I'm like, dude, I remember when I first saw your studio, I'm like, dude, David, what are you building, man? This is amazing. This is like but I thought it was like your other place. But anyway, I'm like, dude, this is such an amazing spot. And the gear here is top notch. So I'm sure the drums, what are you using for drum mics?
Here, you wanna look at that?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it right here. Okay, so, I mean, we can pull some stuff open. We've got
414s.
You want me to pull stuff out or not?
Yeah, let's see it.
So usually we're going these guys.
Overheads.
414s we're using these for room mics.
Oh. All right.
And that's because
What are you using for overheads?
they're great overhead mics.
Yeah.
A lot of people use them for overheads. Right now, for overheads,
Oh, yes.
the bad boys, the Coles.
The Coles, of course.
These give you just a slightly darker tone.
Yeah.
And I am learning as I'm kind of going through this process. I've been, for the most part, in the box producers, all software.
Same.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it. And incredible albums are made that way. I'm really enjoying working with my friends in like bigger rooms.
And recording live instruments.
And so instead of just working with like an artist by yourself, it's like you and like your other buddies like producing together.
100%.
And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably
That's why we're here.
the main reason behind creating this space, to be able to like do it with more people.
Yeah.
So anyways, overhead mics. Tom mics,
441s, classic. Good thing it's not there.
They're gone. They're gone. Beautiful Tom mics. Usually something like a 57 on snare.
57 on snare.
Sometimes hats or anyways, there's more stuff in here, but
Yeah.
like the Chandler's out here.
Yeah.
There's
The Manly,
the
yep.
Manly reference.
API. Nice, dude. What's up, Daddy?
Stuff that we got a Neumann in here. This is the ATM 25 that I've been using on kick-in. That's what my
Nice.
buddy likes. So,
It's
anyways,
great, man.
we're gonna organize that more later.
So now let's go to the master control area.
The main room, here we are.
The main room.
Yeah, so maybe I'll talk a little bit before we get into the gear, just kind of about the space
Yeah.
itself. So we are in the very northeast corner of Dallas-Fort Worth, as you guys saw when you drove in, probably.
Yes.
Very far. We're like 10 minutes north of a community called McKinney, which is a pretty popular suburb here in Dallas. But I bought this house, like the most base version of the house you can buy. It's a new build, but this was like all carpet. That window was not there. There was like a wall.
It was just a wall and
with
like a
small
window,
door.
right? Yeah.
These panels were not here. There wasn't even a backsplash in the kitchen.
Of course not.
So but when I came into this house and saw the retaining wall in the back, I'm like, oh, this could be a cool like indoor-outdoor space.
Yeah.
With like a courtyard. I'm not a super handy guy myself, but I'm like, I really just like love designing spaces.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, pick the color, like the laminate, the walls. Got this door from like Home Depot and had some contractors come and install it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that stuff. My mom made that. Tell her it's pretty. Say it.
It's pretty.
Thank you.
I love it.
I'll tell you something.
It's very pretty, Mom. Thank you. You did a great job.
He's probably gonna come down soon.
She'll probably never see this video. It's okay.
Okay, what do you want to get into?
Dude, I mean, show us what you got here, man.
So, when we're tracking full band, of course, all these pre's come in handy. So, we've got the Neve 1073. This is kind of a digital version of that. But, I mean, they sound great on the drums.
That's the one that's got the, like the Dante.
You can buy like the Dante card and everything for it. So, we're usually running drums through this, as you can see. And then APIs here at the bottom.
512s. What are these guys? Great River?
Great Rivers.
I don't know those.
Greater guitars. And of course the Grace and then JDKs here at the bottom. I've not yet used all of these at
Are
once.
these just like, these are just pre's? That's it, straight up.
Yeah. So I think I've probably used as much as 4 to 5 rows at once when we get a full band in here. So we'll do like 2 guitar players, full drums, bass, depending on who's playing keys. That could be 2 channels or like 8 channels.
But in theory, you could record what? 8, 16, 3. How many channels? 64?
Do the math, bro. Come on.
No, I'm terrible at it. 48, roughly.
Never do math on this pod. It's never a good idea. 8, 16, 24, see 32, 40, 48, yeah.
Yeah, you see? 48, I told you.
Hey, bro, you're smart.
I saw it. I'm like,
You're smart, bro.
that's 48 channels right there. And then you got running that through the Auroras, the Lynx
Aurora,
converters.
which is a interface kind of native to Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Which, if you're thinking about going that route, just warning, it's not the simplest. There's some conversion you have to do for that, but it sounds incredible.
I'm sure.
So you get a great mic, great compressor, your pre.
Yeah. So
This.
you were telling me too. So you run like simultaneously or interchangeably. That's a better word. 2 setups, right? So you'll do, for the most part, if you're producing, arranging in the box, you got the laptop set up.
I'm doing most of my arranging on the laptop.
Yeah.
Because I'm in Ableton for that.
Yeah.
Which we pulled up. I've been an Ableton guy for years.
Yeah, I know.
That's kind of where I started.
Yeah.
Pro Tools is, honestly, to me, for audio.
I've been in Pro Tools
The best op, I think, for audio recording.
to record. Yeah.
It's just not fun to arrange in.
You know, I've just learned how to do it. It's like I'm at the point where I'm just.
You're a better producer than me.
No, I'm not. I'm at
No,
the.
we get it. It's cool.
I'm at the point where I just feel like I'm just so invested in Pro Tools. Like I just know it so well that like I get so like, oh man, I would have to learn Ableton. But I will say at the same time, doing live stuff with Chris and like doing playback from Ableton has actually kind of forced me to get into it. So I'm like slowly, like, you know, I'm getting better at it. I haven't produced anything in it yet because I just feel like I would be incredibly slow. But I am getting the hang of it, kind of learning new key commands. That's really what it is the key commands makes everything fast. And if you don't know it, you're like trying to find like, how do I create a new track? How do I do this? How do I do that? So
The worst is when you're going back and forth.
Yes.
And you're trying to do Pro Tools shortcuts, but in Ableton.
Exactly.
Ableton, it's messy.
Exactly.
But
yeah, so you got the in the box stuff is Mac, laptop, and then Pro Tools
Pro Tools rig on the Mac
converters is the
anytime we have full band in here, we're working off of this guy.
yeah, off the Mac Studio, and then this is with the Apollo that's behind the screen right there.
Yeah, right.
And then what's this guy?
That's just my monitor control.
Cool.
So that's just, I just have to switch over to here when we're running full band.
And this one's only on the when you're running the Mac Studio. Yeah.
Correct.
Then you've got the Yamaha. What are these? The HS10s.
The HS8s.
These are 8s?
It's the
Oh my God, they're huge.
classic affordable monitor in every studio in America. I'm not doing any mixing.
Yeah.
Like I said before, so it's like,
You know what?
it's more than enough.
These are like sweeteners. They make what you're doing. They've just got a lot of everything.
Which is not actually the best for mixing.
I know. No, it's not.
You want more of a flat.
Right.
mix.
You want flat. You want to hear exactly what the source is, you don't want to hear any sweetening on it, right? Because you want to do that part, or whoever's mixing. But these are a good listening experience because I would say it's closer to, I mean, obviously, people in their homes aren't going to have, studio monitors, but yeah, exactly. They're off the iPhone. Yeah, don't do that. They'll, yeah, stop.
Who are you talking to?
Stop. No, I'm talking to you, whoever's watching. I feel like it is closer to like, it's not a home speaker, but it's closer to what most people will be listening to in their car or whatever. It's obviously a professional, monitoring equipment, but it's not like, you probably won't find it in the top mixing engineers, studio.
Yeah.
So
I get it, man. It's cool. Whatever.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Mine are not that great.
What else? I mean,
You got your bass stuff here, right?
I'm a bass player at heart.
Yes.
I do a lot of that on the road with artists.
Incredible bass player.
I don't do it as much at church anymore. I got fired from bass. I do more keys now. Just, you do what is needed. I've been playing a lot of keys.
That's true.
Lately. But that's like a very simple pedalboard, compressor, tube pre. That thing is incredible. And then just like a little muffler. My bass is over here. Fender Jazz. I only have one. I sold the rest to pay for everything else.
Well, makes sense.
And then this guy. Little tip for the folks at home. If you
What is it, Martin?
This D28.
D28.
I've actually bought this last year. Used gear is better. This was the first guitar I picked up.
Wait, fun fact. Ooh, sounds great. Fun fact. David Sposato has never bought anything new. According to what you told me. Besides that, no, I mean gear.
No.
You said
Older gear sounds better, and it's cheaper.
it's true. I need you to show me this part because you told me that this opens.
Yes. When I first looked at these houses and saw like the backyards, like I saw this door is like the first thing I saw. I'm totally gonna put one of those doors back of the house so I can make it kind of expand, just like the whole studio. Be able to do maybe like outdoor recordings as well.
True.
Or like live events.
True, that'd be dope.
So this thing opens all the way up. It's a little cold for it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little cold, so we might close it.
If you come back in a month or two, it'll be perfect time for this.
Dude, that does feel, actually feels, the cold air feels so good with the, heat inside.
Yeah.
It actually feels really good.
So this is a lot of fun. We'll have friends over at the house, do dinners. Like have the kids like playing outside on the cement.
Right? Gotta get a little playground. Dude, this is amazing, man. And then of course, you can see it there, but this is kitchen number 1, and that's kitchen number 2.
You cook in the kitchen studio, and then you cook in the kitchen. Got the cast iron and the snack bar.
Yeah, snack bars over there.
The fridge. We're doing this. Fridge.
Maybe.
You guys bought these.
They're actually good.
High in protein.
I didn't take one.
Okay, don't knock me. But I've been into the tamarindo from Caritos. This is so good.
Is there a way you can tell us the name of the studio?
Oh, of course.
Like a short version?
Okay, super short. I was reading a bunch in 1st and 2nd Kings, and the part where Solomon builds the temple, and he was just talking about how he desired to build a place to host the presence of the Lord. And there was a guy, I say a guy, he's like basically the king of the north.
Yeah.
He's like the kingdom of Tyre, and he had reached out to this man he was a friend to, his father David, and said, I desire to build a temple to the Lord, but you have all the skilled workers. And so basically I wanted to call this place Hiram House, which is the name of the king, and also another man in 1 Kings who was the chief architect of the Temple of Solomon, because I want to be like a partner to David's and Solomon's here in like the Dallas Metroplex. It's like for like, there's a lot of studios because they're just exchanging money to come use the space, which I will be doing. I will be charging for this place.
Will not be free.
Check out for prices. But there is an element like I don't want to just do that. I do also want to be like partnering with what people are doing in my city.
Yeah, for sure.
And so that's why you guys are here for the week. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the kind of stuff I want to be doing. So,
It's cool, man. So
Hiram
it's,
House.
what is it? Hiram House.
Hiram House.
Love it. Cheers. Cheers to Entra Al Estudio and Hiram House with Jarritos Tamarindo.
Aleluya.